Okay, finally, on this last slide, you can see a link that you can type into your browser or a QR code that you could scan with your iPad that's going to take you to some practice questions with mark schemes. Okay, it's really important that you have a go at answering some questions now. So if you look at these questions, and they'll look like this. Okay, I've split them up into 3 sections. The first 4 questions are questions that only appear on foundation tier papers. Okay, so you can see here we've got a question about fertility hormones. Here we've got a question about diabetes and blood sugar control. Question about tropisms and auxin. And a question generally about hormones and the endocrine system. Okay, so pick out some questions. So the first 4 are from foundation tier only. The middle 4 are from both foundation and higher tier papers. So these would be the second half of a foundation tier paper or the first half of a higher tier paper. And the final 4 are higher tier only. Now you can see in the higher tier questions here that there are big gaps, okay, multiple marks for questions, and you are guided far less. So you need to be able to structure your answers, and to help you do that, the mark scheme on this tab here will take you to the marking points that are being looked at, and this will give you an opportunity to write model answers. For example, how blood glucose levels are controlled, the response of your eye to different light levels, okay, the response of plants to hormones, the auxin questions, and interpreting graphs. And again, this one is about blood glucose. Okay, so use the questions, use the mark scheme. All right, I'll remind you again that they're in thirds, 4 questions of each. So if you were going to do all of them for foundation tier, you would do question 1 to question 8. If you're going to do all of the higher tier paper, you would do question 5 to question 12. Okay, so practice a few questions, even if you only practice 2 or 3. Okay, that's better than doing none. Okay, fingers crossed for your biology test tomorrow.